नमस्कार। राय जुडिशियल क्लासेस में आपका स्वागत है। कल हमने 150 क्वेश्चन किए थे, आज हम 150 के आगे करेंगे। आज आपको हिंदी में एक्सप्लेनेशन क्वेश्चंस का नहीं मिल पाएगा, उसके लिए हम क्षमा चाहते हैं। आप वीडियो को पॉज करके आंसर चेक कर लें। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। 151 अंडर विच सेक्शन ऑफ एविडेंस एक्ट अ टेनेंट इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी इज स्टॉप्ड फ्रॉम डिनाइंग अ टाइटल ऑफ द लैंडलॉर्ड टू दैट प्रॉपर्टी? आंसर B. 152 Section 116 of the Evidence Act is applicable to? Answer B. 153 Under which section of evidence witness may found? Answer B. 154 Which one of the following is not correctly matched? Answer B. 155 Which section of Evidence Act removes the bar of doctrine husband and wife were one person in law? Answer C. 156 Under which section of the Evidence Act a judge cannot be compelled to answer any question as to his own conduct in court as such judge? C. 157 Under section 122 of the Evidence Act 1872 privilege is available to? Answer C. The privilege to withhold the documents information under the administrative law is enacted in which of the following the Evidence Act? Answer C. Which one of the following sections of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 deals with evidence as to affairs of state? Answer A. 160 Under which section of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 a public servant shall not be compelled to disclose communication made to him in official confidence? Answer B. 161 For protection under section 124 of the Evidence Act, that communication is to be made? Answer A. No revenue officer shall be compelled to say whence he got any information as to the commission of any offence against the public revenue. This provision is contained in? Answer A. 160 Communication by a client to an advocate is not permitted to be disclosed under section of the Indian Evidence Act 1872. Answer A. 164 Which one of the following sections of the Indian Evidence Act applies to the pleaders relating to professional communication? Answer D. 165 Which of the following is not correctly matched? Answer D. 166 Section 129 of the Evidence Act 1872 states that no one shall be compelled to disclose to the court any confidential communication which has taken place between? Answer C. 167 An accomplice is a competent witness under? Answer D. 168 Which one of the following is provided under section 133 of the Indian Evidence Act? Answer D. 169 Which section of Evidence Act provides that judge will decide as to admissibility of evidence? Answer C. 170 Under which section of the Indian Evidence Act provision relating to examination in chief is provided? Answer B. 171. Which one of the following section of Indian Evidence Act contains provisions regarding cross-examination of witness to character? Answer A. 172. Leading question has been defined in Indian Evidence Act under. Answer C. 173. Which one of the following provisions of the India Evidence Act 1872 has been amended by the Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013? Answer B. 174. Under Indian Evidence Act 1872, questions relating to a matter not relevant to the suit or proceedings may be asked under. Answer C. 175. Indecent and scandalous questions may be forbidden by the court under. Answer C. 176. The provision relating to hostile witness is provided in. Answer A. 177. Which section of the Indian Evidence Act was amended by the Criminal Law Amendment Act 2005? Answer D. 178. A party can ask question to his own witness under which section of the Indian Evidence Act 1872? Answer B. During examination in chief of a case under section 325 of the Indian Penal Code, the victim denies the prosecution case. Under what provision of Indian Evidence Act the victim may be asked leading question by the public prosecutor? Answer C. 180. Which of the following provision of the Indian Evidence Act was omitted by the Amendment Act of 2002? Answer C. 181. Match the following. Answer D. 182. Former statement of a witness may be proved to corroborate later testimony as to the same fact as provided under section of the Indian Evidence Act. Answer A. 183. Statement of an injured person is recorded as dying declaration. However, he survives. His statement is admissible under which section of the Indian Evidence Act? Answer D. 184. Which one of the following statement is correct? A dying declaration made section 32 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 is subject to the control of. Answer D. 185. Under which section the facts proved under section 32 and 33 can be contradicted as per Evidence Act? Answer C. 186. Under which provision as a witness can refresh his memory? Answer B. 187. Match the following. Answer is A. 188. Match the following again. Pause the video and write the answer codes. These are answer codes and the answer is A. 189. Under which section of the Indian Evidence Act a judge is empowered to ask any question relevant or irrelevant to a witness or a party to a suit? Answer B. Section 165. 190. Which of the following chapters of the Indian Evidence Act deals with witnesses? Answer D. 191. Which section of the Indian Evidence Act makes the provision that there shall be no new trial on the ground of improper admission or rejection of evidence? Answer C. 192. The Indian Evidence Act 1872 applies to. Answer D. 193. Which of the following is not included in the expression court under the Indian Evidence Act? Answer D. 194. In relation to the expression defined in Section 3 of the Indian Evidence Act, which of the following statement is not correct? Answer is B. 195. Facts can be. Answer C. Kindly pause the video and write the answer. 196. Facts under the Evidence Act means. Answer is option number D. 197. Which of the following qualities to be rated as fact within the meaning assigned to it under the Evidence Act? Answer is D. 198. Anything, state of things or relation of things capable of being perceived by the senses is. Answer is B. 199. Under the law of evidence, the relevant fact. Answer is option B. 200. Which of the following is required to be proved essentially? Answer is B. 201. Fact in issue mean the fact, existence or non-existence of which is. Answer is B. 202. Which one of the following statement is not a fact in issue under the Evidence Act? Answer is C. 203. Making the fact in issue is. Answer is C. 204. Document produced for the inspection of the court includes. Answer is C. All the four. 205. The document are. Answer is D. All of the above. 206. Electronics records produced before the court are. Answer is B. 206. Electronics records produced before the courts are. Answer B. 207. Evidence means and include. Answer C. 208. Which of the following statements are correct? Evidence under the Evidence Act means and includes. Answer D. 209. Circumstantial evidence must satisfy the following. Answer is D. 210. Indian Evidence Act 1872 does not expressly mention about. Answer is D. 211. An evidence sought through unfair means is. Answer is B. 212. What is oral evidence? Answer is A. 213. The evidence unearthed by the sniffer dog falls under. Answer is D. 214. Proof is the result of. Answer is B. 215. Under the Indian Evidence Act 1872, what is not evidence in the following? Answer is A. 216. Electronic record presented for inspection of the court under Indian Evidence Act 1872 is. Answer is B. 217. Tape recorded statements are. Answer is A. 218. A fact is said to be proved. Answer is D. 219. A fact is said to be not proved. Answer is D. 220. When one fact is declared by the Indian Evidence Act to be conclusive proof of another, the court on the proof of one fact. Answer is A. 221. Whenever it is directed by the Indian Evidence Act that the court shall presume a fact, it shall regard such fact as. Answer is A. 222. Whenever it is provided in the Indian Evidence Act that the court may presume a fact. Answer is A. 223. Presumption of fact under the Indian Evidence Act 1872. Answer is A. 224. Under the Indian Evidence Act, evidence may be given in respect of. Answer is C. 225. Relevancy and admissibility under the Indian Evidence Act 1872 are. Answer is C. 226. Mark the incorrect statement. Choose the correct statement. Answer is A. 227. Mark the incorrect statement. Not the correct, incorrect. Answer is C. 228. Which one of the following statement is not true? According to Section 5 of the Indian Evidence Act, evidence may be given in any suit or proceeding of the. Answer is D. 229. The criteria for res gestae is. Answer is D. 230. Under Indian Evidence Act 1872, the rule of res gestae is applicable in. Answer is C. 231. The English doctrine of res gestae. Answer C. 232. Evidence Act res gestae is an exception to the. Answer is A. 233. The conduct to be relevant under Section 8 of the Indian Evidence Act, it is. Answer is C. 234. To what facts of the following the rules of relevancy have been discussed under Section 8 of the Indian Evidence Act? Answer is D. 235. Test identification parade is. Answer is B. 236. To ensure fairness and accuracy in a test identification parade, the requirement is. Answer is B. 237. The Indian Evidence Act declares that anything said, done, or written by any of the conspirators is relevant conspiracy if it was in. Answer is B. 238. Which of the following is not correct for the relevant of evidence to prove conspiracy? Not correct. 238. Answer is D. 239. The plea of alibi is established by. 239. Answer is B. 240. The plea can succeed only if it is shown that the accused was so far away at the relevant time that he could not be present at the place where the crime was committed. The Supreme Court of India, in its observation, was referring to the plea of. Answer is C. 241. Which of the following statement as per the provision of Indian Evidence Act is not correct? Not correct. 241. Answer is A. Rest are correct. 242. Under the Evidence Act, facts not otherwise relevant are relevant. Answer is D. 243. Evidence of custom cannot be given to establish. Answer is D. 244. The fact showing the existence of any state of mind under Section 14 of the Indian Evidence Act relate to. Answer is D. All of these. 245. Admissions. Answer is C. Can be either oral or written. 246. Which one of the following statement is correct? Admission is acknowledging any right of liability under civil law made. Answer is D. 247. Admission means. Answer is C. 248. Admissions are not conclusive proof of the matter's admission, but they may operate as. Answer is B. 249. Which of the following statement is true? Admissions are. Answer is B. 250. Admission according to the Indian Evidence Act includes statement by. Answer is A. 251. Under the provision of the Indian Evidence Act. Answer is B. Sorry. B. 252. Give the correct answer. All the admission are confessions, but all the confessions are not admissions. Answer is B. 253. Admission by agents are. Answer is D. 254. admissions bind the maker in so far as it relates to? Answer is A. 255. Which of the following admission is no evidence? Answer is D. 256. Under Indian Evidence Act, admission can be made by? Answer is D. 257. Which one cannot make admission? Answer is C. 258. Which section of the Indian Evidence Act lays shown the rule that in certain circumstances admission can be provided by or on behalf of the person making it? Answer is D. 259. Oral admission as to contents of electronic records are relevant when? Answer is B. 260. When can a person prove his own statement constituting admission or it may be proved on his behalf? Answer is A. 261. Communication made without prejudice are protected. Answer is C. 262. Propositions under Evidence Act are? Answer is A. 263. Which one of the following is not mentioned as a ground under section 24 rendering a confession by an accused person irrelevant? Answer is C. 264. A confession to be inadmissible under section 25 of Evidence Act. Answer is C. 265. A confessional statement made before police. Answer is B. 266. Assertion and reason. Assertion, extrajudicial confession, if voluntary, can be relied upon with other evidence. Reason, extrajudicial confession is a weak piece of evidence. Answer A. 267. Extrajudicial confession means a confession made. Answer is D. 268. A confession made in police custody is admissible under section 26 of Evidence Act. Answer is C. 269. The term police custody used under section 26 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 means which one of the following? Answer is D. 270. What is the meaning of a retracted confession? Answer is C. 271. For recording a confession, the magistrate should. Answer is D. 272. Assertion. In certain cases, corroboration of confession is necessary. Reason. In all cases, an extrajudicial confession must be corroborated. Answer is C. 273. Section 27 of the Indian Evidence Act applies. Answer B. 274. Confessional statement of the accused in custody when admissible. Answer is C. 275. If an accused voluntarily consents for brain mapping and narco analysis, then such information is relevant under which section of Evidence Act? Answer is C. Under section 27 of the Evidence Act in respect of confession evidence. Pause the video and check the answer. Answer is A. Okay. 277. Section 27 of the Evidence Act applies to discovery of some fact which. Answer is A. 278. Under Section 27 of the Evidence Act, the fact discovered means. Answer is C. 279. Which of the following statement is correct? Answer is C. The confession of the accused made while in custody of police may be proved as a consequence discovered. 280. Which is the correct proposition of law of evidence? See properly all four options. Answer is D. 281. Under which condition a court may take into consideration the confession of one accused against himself and another person? Answer is A. 282. What is the evidentiary value of the confession of co-accused implicating him as well as his other non-confessing co-accused? Answer is A. 283. Assertion. A confession always goes against the maker of it, provided it has been made freely and voluntarily. Reason. A confession is inadmissible against a co-accused. Answer is C. 284. A dying declaration. Check the four options given and the answer codes. Answer is C. 285. Provisions section 32(1) of Evidence Act are attracted where what is not true? Answer is D. 286. A dying declaration. Answer is A. Can form the sole basis of conviction without any corroboration by independent evidence. 287. To be admissible, a dying declaration. Answer is D. 288. In which one of the following a dying declaration is admissible? Answer is C. Both in civil and criminal proceedings. 289. For the admissibility of a dying declaration, it is not necessary that. Answer is B. 290. Which of the following could be proved as dying declaration after the death of a person? Answer is D. All of the above. 291. The form of dying declaration is. Answer is A. 292. A dying declaration is relevant evidence under Section 32 of the Evidence Act, notwithstanding it being hearsay evidence because. Answer is B. 293. In which of the following cases a statement need not be in writing? Answer is B. 294. Section 32 of Evidence Act does not speak of which one of the following kinds of person? Answers C. 295. Assertion. A dying declaration is admissible in evidence. Reason. Its admissibility is founded upon the principle of necessity. The answer is A. 296. Which of the following statement is not correct? 296. Answer is C. 297. A statement to become relevant under Section 32 first of the Indian Evidence Act as dying declaration should have been made under which of the following circumstances? Answer is C. 298. In which of the following categories an opinion contained in the book of the deceased expert which is produced in evidence in a court is put? Answer is D. 299. Evidence of witness in a previous proceeding would be admissible under Section 33 of the Act only if the adverse party in the first proceeding had the right and opportunity to cross-examine the witness. The statement is 299. Answer is A. 300. The decision of a probate court is. Answer is A. आज हम यहीं तक करेंगे। वीडियो अच्छे लगे हो तो लाइक करिए, शेयर करिए ताकि और लोगों को भी मदद मिल सके। धन्यवाद।